Hi guys, this is my recap and reaction to Welcome to Plathville, Season 7, Episode 2. The episode is called The Face Off, and it's actually a really good episode. So in this episode, Veronica goes off and reveals that Micah cheated on her. It's kind of a bombshell. Olivia reappears, and Ethan laughs at Zach and basically hates him. TV gold, I tell ya. TV gold. The episode starts at a bar and Ethan spills over a charcuterie board to Moriah that he has a smoking hot girlfriend named Keegan who loves his family and who also made him a turquoise bracelet. Our boy Ethan is moving on finally from his divorce. He actually looks happy, wears bulky rings now for some reason, and there's this really awkward moment about Moriah not knowing what well-endowed means. Then they talk about how fast things have gone between Lydia and Zach. Obviously, that's the main storyline. And Ethan and Micah have decided to give Zach hell and have him pay the admission fee into the family, whatever that means. Someone pray for Zach. He's so sweet and it's going to be a bumpy road, I feel. Ethan is not a fan. Ethan is so different now. He used to be kind of goofy, innocent. Now he's giving macho man with a beard. And this is very ironic to me because he gave hell to his siblings for getting involved in his marriage with Olivia, and here he goes feet first or head first into Lydia's relationship, hating her husband. Then Moriah says she needs to apologize to people she hurt about her ex drama. Again, I'm irritated that we don't even know who this person is, but there's drama around her ex, and it's tough because Veronica and Moriah are at an impasse. Ethan says Veronica is more pissed than she should because she thought that they were close, and Moriah wrote a letter, remember last episode, apologizing for everything, but that was not enough for Veronica, obviously. So what is Moriah supposed to do now? Ethan is pushing for an in-person apology, which I'm sure we'll see somewhere filmed down the line. Next, Veronica surprisingly is calling Olivia from an empty room. Olivia is back, baby. Olivia at first said that she was hesitant to be in touch with Veronica because Veronica last season called her a narcissist on public television. But at this point in time, Veronica was being attacked online. People were attacking her, saying she was a man. It was just very weird. And so she was very vulnerable on that end. So it was so bad that Olivia DM'd her to offer support, and they started talking with her name being Becky, not Olivia, and Veronica's phone because it's got to be on the DL. And we all know this is a recipe for disaster. Veronica is playing with fire, I'm telling you, by talking to a Plath family member. She's the Plath family enemy. I mean, she is. Now we're at Lydia's house, and it looks like the prayer closet is alive and well. She lives in Tallahassee now, and Zach is sleeping on her couch because, again, they're committed to no kissing and I guess even bed sharing before marriage. He is proposing to her in a week, but Lydia doesn't know, and Zach has previously met with Kim to help organize it all, and Kim says, well, hopefully he's not a serial killer. Barry loves Zach, but seems like the rest of the family is not as enthusiastic, shall we say. Like, everyone does agree it's a little fast, you know? Do we really know this guy? We learn that Kim is hostessing part-time at like a restaurant where Lydia and Moriah also work. Apparently, her main job is managing properties that she shares with Barry. They were very smart in terms of investing, but with the divorce, she's scared about that money going away. She says she has no retirement and you know money is worrying her at this point. She's putting lawyer fees on credit cards, and in a confessional, this is shocking. She actually admits to her DUI, which was in the news, which I thought they were never going to talk about this. She said that she had lawyer fees, she couldn't drive, she had to do community service, and it was just a really hard time for her at that time. Kim even starts to cry and said that she was surprised that after years together and all the kids, Barry never asked her if she was okay through all that. But Barry, later in the episode, kind of says that he's built a little bit of a wall around himself when it comes to Kim because of difficult times that they've had. So I kind of understand both sides, but yeah, it'd be nice if Barry did reach out during that time. Next, Isaac has all his friends over, and they're grilling steaks and wearing camo. It's like, and they all have more of like a southern twang for some reason, you know, bro stuff. And Isaac mentions that Lydia and her boyfriend will be over and that his friends can just make their own impression. So it's very cryptic. All he cares is that Lydia's happy, essentially. And Ethan meets Isaac's new girlfriend, who kind of looks like Ethan's new girlfriend, kinda. And he proceeds to basically prep the boys and say how caught off guard he was by Zach, like how he is, the no kissing thing, and how they essentially don't know each other. Seemingly that very evening, Barry is picking up his girls from Kim's house, and they're supposed to talk about the proposal. Kim kind of says, I want Lydia's wedding to be great. I don't want there to be tension. And she admits that she is struggling with bitterness against him. Barry's like, like the most casual way, like, you know, he's not surprised by that. Kim says, you know, he makes 10 times what I do, and that she feels like she needs child support from Barry. Kim alludes that Barry could be holding things up so his girls get older and older, let's say, because now they're teenagers, they're close to 18. Barry storms out and says he's not filming anymore. Then Kim says, I'm to go in there and tell them my side of the story. So Barry, very smart man, eventually just comes in and tries to end things on a better note. Meanwhile, with Isaac and Ethan, Lydia and Zach are showing up to this camo manly party, and we all know Zach is not the manly man, you know, and right away, yeah, Zach seems to not exactly fit in with the camo party. Zach starts to talk, and Ethan and Isaac are hiding their faces, laughing at him, basically, which is rude and awkward. Isaac has become such a macho man, too, by the way. I don't know what's going on. Zach calls Ethan out and says, Ethan, do you have anything you want to share with the choir? And Ethan's like, choir? And it was just so awkward. I could feel the awkwardness through the screen. And in a way, I did kind of feel bad for Zach. You know, they're just laughing at him, kind of. And in the last scene, which is reality TV gold, by the way, Veronica goes rogue, unravels in front of our eyes in a confessional where, by the way, they were positioned like Veronica looked so huge compared to Micah. Like, why? Why did they do that? They start arguing about the fact that she does not want to be around the Plaths anymore, and Micah says, well, it gets worse if you avoid things. The producer then asks Micah, what's going on? And he says, I don't know. And, you know, Micah, what are you doing? What are you saying at this point? He's like, I don't know. Like he's caught, like a little boy caught doing something wrong. Veronica says, you damn well know. And she gets upset about Micah not backing her, which, by the way, he does not back her. And then she just blurts out, Micah's cheated on me several times. At this point, Micah turns beet red, and he just goes on, you know, that she covered up his behavior. Veronica says that she worried about him if that came out, so she put herself aside and starts to cry. Micah is just looking down, guys. Like, Micah, say something for God's sakes. Are you a cheater, Micah? What is happening here? Honestly, I'm kind of living for Veronica this season, not gonna lie, but the awkward responses and kind of lack of emotional maturity by Micah kind of surprised me a little bit. Like, I know he's not the most emotionally mature, but this was next level. Anyways, obviously anybody could have seen the train wreck as it was and that this was headed towards a breakup. We did not know it was this bad at the time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode like I did. Stay tuned for next week and I'll be back for episode 3. Bye guys!